Welcome to the Farm Show. This week we're with Pete Babler at Perm, and we're in a potato field. This is one of the farm fields of the Perm division of RDO. And Pete is the farm manager.
Yep.
So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We're anxious to hear how the potato production goes. We'll visit with you some, and also Mark Reapy, the agronomist, is here, so we'll be talking with him a little bit later. So now we're out here in early July. The potatoes are blooming. What do you see when you're out here in this field?
Oh, at this point in time, Gene, I would say the crop looks excellent right now. It's been just a fantastic year for potato weather. They like cool nights and sunny days, of course, so the plants can suck up the sun to grow. 75, 80 degrees and about 60 degree nights are really optimum for potatoes. So,
well, that's what we've been having. So,
and
that's
we
probably
look
why
for
they look
nice
good.
uniform plants. So our planting depth is really critical.
Planting. Can you fill us in on the mechanical process of the planting?
Okay. Well, we try to do some field work in the fall before, like last fall. Work the ground with a ripper, and then in the springtime we come in and we chisel plow, and we run a crumbler behind the chisel plow to break up any lumpy dirt. And then make a smooth planting bed, and then we come in with there's 6-row potato planters, and we have 6 of them, and we try to keep our planting depth so the potatoes anywhere from ground level to 2 inches below is where we want the seed piece at, and then the planter will put a little bit of a hill on top of that, so we got 5-6 inches of dirt on top of the seed piece.
Yeah, we always notice the ridges when you go down. Do they later get hilled up?
Yes, yes. We actually, before the plants come through the ground, before they emerge, we come through and cultivate, and we add more dirt to the side of the hill and a little bit to the top. So we try to maintain our 6 inches of dirt above. So when the potatoes start growing, they got dirt around them, so they're not exposed to the sun at all. So. As far as the growing part, we'll visit more with Mark on that. Now, what variety of potatoes have we got here on this one? This is a Russet Burbank variety right here, and they are. You're probably going to ask me this question, but they go all to Park Rapids for processing, and they're made French fries, tater tots, hash browns. Up in Park Rapids.
Yeah, the large processing plant just south of Park Rapids on Highway 71. Okay, the potatoes from this farm, do they all go to there?
Pretty much 90% of them. We have got 200 acres that we do grow for Barrel of Fun locally in Perham here.
Okay, you mentioned that earlier, and that's a different variety of potato.
Yes, they're a nice round potato. These Russet Burbanks more are oblong, where the Lamoka variety for Barrel of Fun that we grow, they're more round, like a baseball, softball, for potato chips. So they don't work very well for French fries. They fry up different and stuff like that. So.
I heard once there's 200 different varieties of potatoes, so you pick the ones that do best for each purpose.
Yep.
The Perm potato farm here, you are... I understand there used to be an Otter Tail farm also, but the two have now been merged together.
Right.
Is that correct?
That's correct. Back in the early 90s is when they merged together. So now it's one big farm.
What other farms are there that feed into the Park Rapids
plant? Park Rapids, right here in Perham, we've got roughly 5,000 acres we grow. Park Rapids has up by around 9,000 acres they grow. The Wadena farm is 3,000 acres. Then there, Parker's Prairie has one, Browerville, Bruton, Little Falls now has been added. And then they get some, there's a farm in Becker. So quite a few acres goes to Park Rapids.
And then at harvest time, each farm has got warehouses
Right.
on site. So
Yep.
that,
Yes, yeah, we have a site in Pelican Rapids. We have a warehouse. We have right in Perham here, we have a warehouse site. Down in Otter Tail, we have 3 warehouses. One in Vining, Minnesota down there. We have 1 warehouse, and then just a couple miles east of Perham along Highway 10, there's another warehouse site out there.
you had the big fire, was that 2 years ago on a warehouse?
Yeah.
Did you need to replace that, or did you have enough warehouse to?
Nope, we did not replace it. We just cut our acres back, and Park Rapids added a warehouse up there, and they added acres.
Okay.
So-
Because I noticed the cement slab where the building was, you're parking machinery on that, making use of it
Yeah.
that way now.
From what I hear, that was the biggest fire in Perham history. So she was a
big
doozy.
And then as far as the harvesting, you see a lot of trucks moving. That has to be a big deal for you harvesting. How do you know when it's time? How do you decide what day today we're going to start potato harvest?
Well, typically we try to start around the 10th of September, so we're hopefully done by October 1st area, or by the 10th of October for sure. Because in our area here, we need that optimum time, to grow the potatoes to get to the size we want. So we try to grow them as long as we can, but then there comes that crunch time before the frost hits where they got to get out of the ground and into the potato barns. So
The potato would just keep getting bigger if you left it.
yeah, yeah. If they stay green and the weather's right, after the middle of September, you get less sunlight, so they don't grow like on a normal day like today. They'll maybe grow a little bit, but they slow way down. So,
So you have people out measuring them? Is that?
oh, we do test digs, yeah. To see how the size is, profile and stuff, and see that'll give us a estimate of how many bags per acre. We go by bags per acre with potatoes, 100-pound bags, to kind of see. It'll give us an idea of where we're at. As we do a little test dig, and that'll give us somewhat of an idea where we're at for yield.
This field, potatoes this year, and then do I understand you're on a 3 or a 4 year rotation?
Some fields are 3. We're trying to stretch them out to a 4-year route now, if not more.
So what on the alternate years? Non-potato
Now,
years.
next year this would probably be corn, and then the year after that we'll probably do either a soybean or edible bean, and then we are started growing peas now, and the field right next door over there is a pea field that we're growing now, so it'll probably be peas after that, and then potatoes again. So it would be a 4-year rotation, more than likely, on this field.
On the non-potato years, does your farm grow those crops, or do you have other area crop farmers?
Yep, other area crop farmers. We just do potatoes only, and the corn, beans. We do the peas too now. So we just started that. That's a new thing for us this year. We have 1,500 acres of peas. But the corn and beans, or wheat, once in a while it's wheat too, as we rotate out to other farmers.
Because there are quite a large number of crop farmers in the area and they also have land with center pivots, and then you rent or trade, so you get potatoes like every 4th year on
their ground also, yeah, trade with them. And every potato we grow is underneath an irrigator. We don't do any dry land potatoes at all. Everything is irrigated.
Visiting with Mark a little earlier, yeah, that's like in the Red River Valley, you can get by without irrigation, but not here.
No, a little too sandy
This
here.
field, I mean, our feet are sticky. You said it just finished going
Watering, yeah.
yesterday okay.
Yeah.
How often does the irrigator go around?
We try to put down roughly 0.6 of an inch of water with the irrigator. And right now they're using about a 1/4 inch of moisture a day. So every 3rd day, if we don't get a rain, we're running these.
So you'll keep watching the forecast also, I suppose.
Yeah, they're talking maybe rain tomorrow.
Yes.
So we'll see.
I have hay to bale this afternoon, so I'll be okay for that, but by tomorrow it could be wet. Well, this is interesting, getting out here in the big flat potato fields. Is the blooming part. I guess we should talk with Mark about that, the agronomy of it. I don't know anything about how potatoes, why they bloom, They have flowers. You've got the white flowers and some purple ones. That was a different variety, I
Yep,
suppose.
it's a Burbank variety, but it's a Umatilla Burbank, or russet, whatever. Yeah, this is a russet Burbank. That's Umatilla Burbank. So, kind of the same potato, just a little different genetic variety. So,
Anything else you'd like to share about the process or the farm?
yeah, I know at harvest time, you mentioned harvest. That's our crazy time, of course. We've got 5 different harvesting crews, so we're hauling potatoes to different warehouse sites with 5 different crews. We usually run about 50 potato trucks, about 10 on a crew, to haul them from the field to the warehouse sites. And yeah, we try to get that done in a 3 to 4 week window. So
Sounds busy.
yeah.
You've been at it a few years though, so you got some background.
Yeah, and we got a really good crew of guys here that have been, a lot of them have been on this farm many years. We got a lot of knowledge, a lot of good hard workers. I compliment them boys 100% too. So.
Okay. Well, thank you, Pete. We'll
You bet.
shift over to visiting with Mark about some of the agronomy.
That was part 1 with Ardio Offit. Tune into the Farm Show the week of July 25th as Gene and Mark Reapy sit down and they go over the agronomy of potato farming.